this live feed. Thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate. So we are going to be looking at this particular question and congratulating this other lady who took this route thinking maybe she will not get pregnant, but ended up getting pregnant, which is a positive thing, even though she wasn't prepared for that. So we'll be discussing it together. So the question is, can I get pregnant immediately after my cycle? Can I get pregnant immediately after my menstruation? So if you menstruate immediately after your menstruation, can you get pregnant if you have sex? Immediately after your menstruation, if you have sex, can you get pregnant? That's the question. If you're just joining us, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Good morning to you, or good afternoon, good evening, whatever time joining. I hope you're going to enjoy this discussion together. Please, if you have any question as we discuss, do it to ask your question. If also, as we discuss, if you think that there's something which you need to add up, please do it to add it up as we discuss. Now, if you look at the menstrual cycle, a lot of ladies do confuse. They are thinking, if I have sex immediately after my period, immediately after my flow, I may not get pregnant. Or if I have sex around mid-cycle, I will get pregnant. What they are missing out is they don't understand that the menstrual cycle depends on the length. It is the length of your cycle that tells you if you have intercourse immediately after your menstruation, you'll get pregnant or not. It's not even when you have sex, but first thing is the length. So before you actually look at if you get pregnant immediately after your flow or no, please, what is the length of your cycle? Make sure that you understand the length of your cycle. Once you know exactly what the length of your cycle is, then the possibility of you getting pregnant maybe immediately after your flow or within mid-cycle is possible. Now let us look at this situation. This lady, I term her Madam K because probably I don't want to for her name. She actually menstruated on the 1st of October, 2nd of October, 3rd of October. She had intercourse on the 4th of October. She menstruated 1st, 2nd, and 3rd October. Had intercourse on the 4th of October. Then, by the ending of October, no menstruation. She was expecting a menses, no menses. November 5th, she did a pregnancy test. She was positive. Congratulations to her and every other lady trying to conceive. I wish you the very best as you try your luck in order to conceive, probably before the end of the year. May the Lord make it easier for you, any lady trying to conceive. But now, if you look at her cycle, how was it possible that she had sex on the 4th of October and then just on the 3rd, just a menstruated 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, had intercourse pregnancy? This is largely because of the length of her cycle. It therefore means she is probably a 21-day cycle. 21-day cycle is the shortest cycle. We have 21 days, 22 days, 23 days, 24 days, 25 days, 26 days, 27 days, 28 days, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, and 35-day cycle. So depending on the length of your cycle, you might be able to conceive just like our sister immediately after your menstruation or maybe around mid-cycle. So our sister was a 21-day cycle. That's why she got pregnant after having intercourse immediately after her cycle. If you're a 22-day cycle, there is also a very high chance for you to conceive. You have intercourse immediately after your cycle. If you're a 23-day cycle, there's also a very high chance for you to conceive. You have intercourse immediately after your cycle. But for people who are 28-day cycle, 29, 30, 31, there's a very high chance for you to conceive around day 14, day 15, day 16, day 17, right? So you see that your chances of you conceiving depend on the length of your cycle. Now, for those who have the super long cycle, like the 34-day cycle, the 35-day cycle, those are extremely long cycle. For you, your probability of you conceiving is not immediately after your menstruation. It falls largely around 3 weeks away from when you saw your menses. So if you menstruate on the first of a month, you are fertile almost for 3 weeks from the 17th, the 18th, the 19th, the 20th, 21, 22, 23 of your cycle. So for you to know if you can conceive immediately after your cycle or not, the first thing is calculate how many days cycle you are. If you know your cycle length, then you can easily understand if it's possible for you to conceive immediately after your cycle or not. To our sister, Madam Kate, congratulations to her. Even though she was not actually expecting to get pregnant by this time, but it's actually God's work that she got pregnant. Since she said, let her just try, and that was pregnancy. And in her situation, she didn't know her cycle as well. That's why I'm encouraging every lady, please do it to learn your cycle. Make sure you learn your cycle. You know exactly when you are fertile or not. Learning your menstrual cycle is one of the best things that you should do for yourself. Because when you understand your cycle and you also get ovulation tests if your cycle is irregular, because a lot of ladies with irregular cycle, they have serious issues because their cycle is irregular. If your cycle is irregular, it becomes very difficult for you to know exactly when you're fertile or when you are not fertile. So what is your cycle? Is your cycle regular or not? Please learn and know about it. Now, for those who have irregular cycle, understand that your fertile window becomes very difficult for you, but you can actually help yourself by getting ovulation tests. When you get ovulation tests, run this test, and if the test is positive today, for example, you know that that day that you have a positive test, meet with your husband, give him all the method that he wants for at least 3 days from there, because once it's positive, means you will ovulate in a day or two, which is perfect for you to start meeting on that day. So please get ovulation test if your cycle is irregular and start running ovulation. This is going to guide you for you to get pregnant as early as possible. I hope this tip helps somebody somewhere. So if you're trying to conceive, I wish you the very best as you try. Please do not forget, if you're trying to conceive, I wish you the very best. Please do not forget to actually do your ovulation test if your cycle is irregular, and make sure that you time your fertile window. Please use our WhatsApp number +237 6700 11404 +237 if you have any issue. For those who need a follow-up on their pregnancy, maybe history, or you're trying to conceive is not going, please send us a WhatsApp message. You register for an online follow-up. We're going to do it for you. Thank you so much. May God bless you. I've been your host, Tima Dauda. Thank you. Do have a wonderful time. Please don't forget to share this video to someone who might need it.